name is Rachel. Welcome to my channel. My channel's a little bit of books, a little bit of Disney, a little bit of parenting, and a few other bits and bobs as well. Today is book day! You might have seen previously I did a video on the Netflix movie the book series the Netflix movie is based on, To All the Boys I've Loved Before. I've now seen the movie. Oh gosh, it's so good. One of the things I really love about it is the fact that they kept so true to the books and they didn't feel the need to make it overly angsty like lots of other teen ones. They just stayed true to the book and the spirit of the book. Probably got a lot to do with Jenny Han, who was quite involved, I think, and she made a cameo, which was quite cool. So yeah, no, I loved it. And I'm imagining if you're watching this video, you've probably already seen the movie and maybe read the books. So this video is what to read after. If you're anything like me, I like to go on a bit of a reading binge. So if I find something I like to read other things like that. So this video is some other authors who are along those who have the same sort of feel as To All the Boys I Loved Before. Here they are. Okay, so the first book is by Morgan Matson, called Amy and Roger's Epic Detour. Now this is the first book she did. She's actually written about 5 now. I've read all of them, except for her latest one, which I really want to read. I just haven't had a chance yet. This one, though, is my favourite. It's like near and dearest to my heart because I think it's just a really beautiful book. The book is about Amy, the main girl. Her father is previously, before the book starts, has passed away. And her mum decides to relocate the family across country. So Amy has to drive her car across the country, and she ends up by, there is a reason in the book, I can't quite remember what the exact reason is, but she ends up by going with childhood friend / neighbour Roger. And the book, it basically then just turns into a road trip book, and it's a really good road trip book of these two teens driving this car across America, basically. It's really beautifully written, where there are some bits where you will literally be laughing out loud, and then other bits you will genuinely be crying. But it's when you finish, you just feel uplifted, which is quite nice, and just, yeah, it will make you happy. It will make you love life. Basically, that's how I felt when I finished. So yeah, she's a good one, Morgan Matson. There it is again. The second author is Lara Dessen. I think that's how you pronounce her last name. And this book is called Once and For All. It's her latest book out, and it's wedding themed, which I quite like, as anybody who's watched my vlogs will know I'm getting married soon in October, so I was like, oh, wedding theme, Lara Jean wrote a book for me, excellent! So yeah, I really like it. The main character is called, I think it's Luna or Launa. Lara Jean always has amazing names for her characters, only half of which I can actually pronounce, but I love the names of her characters, they're great. Anyway, this girl is just finished high school. She's on her way to university, but it's that summer in between. Lots of her books are set over the summertime. Anyway, she's working for her mum's wedding planning business. Basically the story is through sort of, sorry, a motorbike just went past. Through sort of happenstance, they end up by hiring a guy named Ambrose, again, great name, who's about Luna's age. I'm going to call her Luna, it might be Launa, I'm not quite sure. But they're really opposite and get along-ish, but, you know, there's also, like, tension there. Anyway, it sounds like from that it's just the same as every other teen book there and you're like, oh well, those two are going to end up in the end. But Sarah is a really good writer, and what she does is she, like Jenny, always adds layers to it. So this book, as well as the sort of love storyline, there is another storyline which is quite typical, and I think it's handled really well. She does a really good job of handling this topic, which is school shootings. So yeah, it doesn't sound like a particularly romantic topic, and it's not, and she handles it really respectfully and doesn't over sensationalize it, but keeps the kind of, I feel like when I was reading it, I feel like the way the characters reacted to it and to everything that was going on would probably be how a lot of people, including myself, would probably really act. She just did a very good job of handling such a sensitive topic really well. And again, she just writes really beautifully, and it's just a really good book. And if you like that book, she's also, the previous book she wrote before this was called Saint Anything, and I highly recommend that one as well. It's really good. The next author to read, once you've read All the Boys I Loved Before by Jenny Han, is more Jenny Han. This one she's written with her friend Siobhan Vivian, and it's part of a series. The first book is called Burn for Burn. This is really good. It's kind of like the Lara Jean, but with a lot of edge. It's about three girls, Lila, that's what I'm going to call her, I think that's what I called her, Lila, Kat and Mary, who come together for basically revenge on people who have done them wrong. I can't say too much about the actual story itself because it will give away spoilers, and trust me, you do not want spoilers given away on this series. It's so good, it's really hard to put down. So yeah, it's a really good read. Okay, and an honorary mention, unfortunately I don't have the book here, but we will insert a picture. Is Jennifer E. Smith. She is another one who writes along these lines. Her latest book is called Windfall, about a girl named Alice and her friend Teddy. She buys him a lottery ticket and he wins, and obviously it changes everything. So yeah, these are my recommendations for stuff to tide you over to the next Lara Jean movie. I'll put all the book's details below, all the ISBN numbers and everything. And thank you for watching. Bye!